Oh crap.
Wait, a nurse on Ormond?
Honey, you've got a big storm coming.
What is going on, you guys? Novos here. Today I'm going to be bringing you another POV game from myself and from the other side as a survivor. Today we're going to be looking at a game that I had on Ormond, and it was a really super fun game. I actually had a really solid nurse game for myself, and I thought that I did extremely well. And we're just going to be looking at what the survivors could have done better and how I also could have maybe played a little bit better. In this game, I'm going to outline that I feel that you're going to see a lot of the examples that I kind of talked about in the previous video, and I'm also going to be trying to point out some new examples and also give you guys some solutions to some of the problems that I'm seeing in this game as a killer, and trying to part that onto you guys as survivors so you guys can understand where the killer is coming from. And this is going to be a step in my series of trying to just understand both sides. So remember guys, leave a thumbs up and sub if you guys are enjoying the content. I just want to do this so that you guys can also get a better understanding of how killer players play and why they may do what they do. In this game, I do also want to say that there is one player who you could perceive as tunneled, but I kind of want to talk about it and show you my point of view and why this player ended up in, I guess, the tunnel range of things. So I just want to say that, but also I want to say thank you guys so much for all the support so far, and we'll get straight into the video.
I won't tunnel though. Yeah, tunnel dragon.
I'm on a gen in a corner of the map.
Oh, infectious.
Okay.
Starstruck. There's also Starstruck.
Okay.
So you can see here that I have corrupt intervention as marked on screen, and this allows most killers to have really strong stars. It allows me to commit harder to this Jake, as you can see, and it also means that it forces the survivors into my area, making them come out of their comfort area, and also allows me to control the map a little bit more, control the generators, and potentially where the survivors can go. As you can see, I also get an infectious fright proc after this down, and I'm going to be marking on screen exactly where they are, and this is really strong for me because it gives me a very strong idea of what area and what generator you're most likely to be working on. So if you do get procced by infectious, you should maybe wait it out, let the killer come and check, and then maybe go on your way. The other thing that is really deadly important here, in something that a lot of people don't do, and I know that if you're in comms you should definitely call this out. You can hear the survivors say that I have Starstruck, say that I have infectious, and this is a massive thing. That information allows you to appropriate your game style and your game plan as you continue the game.
Definitely knows what she's doing with her lenses, from what I can tell. But then again, I didn't backtrack at all either, so I can't tell you whether
She's coming for me because she knows I have Starstruck.
Okay. No, she's coming here.
At
no,
9, hey,
here.
Nate,
Are you committing?
in 10 minutes? Oh god, my bad.
I'll get dragons. Wait, unless she's...
So I checked these two gens in the corner, and I know they're not being worked on because I can't hear anything, so I decide to go for the gen furthest away because of my infectious fright proc, and then I also see that they're working on it, so it allows me to get a free hit here, and this is all to do with one perk, and that was that infectious fright. And now I give chase here, and essentially I don't go for the player that is in Starstruck because I want to stop gens instead of going for insta downs. The most important thing here though, I think, as a survivor, is that you could have maybe started two different gens that gave me a little bit of a harder time to actually read the information of what is being going on in terms of the generators, and this would have maybe have given the survivors a little bit more time to maybe make a plan and actually get the save, and maybe potentially, you know, start causing confusion for me as an individual. As you can see here, I also get the barbecue and chili proc that allows me to give me more information on where players are going.
Oh my god.
She's gonna blink once at me. Nope, she's going straight for you. She's going straight for you. She's a knower. Alright, time to heal.
So So I did want to talk about this chase really fast. This is a very important chase. As you can see, one player goes to the left and one player goes to the right. The player to the right, I feel, makes a really bad decision because there's actually nothing here for that player to potentially drop line of sight or to have any type of mind game. The player on the left, however, decides to drop line of sight completely by going to the pallet, and that is a really good decision from them, even though I am going to chase the player going to the left because I don't want to tunnel the young Jin Lee out of the game, though I think there is a better solution here, going into the house using the dead hard that I know that she has, or potentially going to the jungle gym on the left hand side here. Instead, this player decides to W key into kind of a dead zone. Looks like this player was going to go for the stairs, and I predict this correctly. A lot of players like to run stairs here because it is so intricate. Jake, very greedy for finishing this gen. I feel that this Jake genuinely should have just dropped off the generator knowing they're in Starstruck and just allowed the Cheryl to finish the gen. That player has not been hooked, and instead this gives me an easy down on someone who maybe shouldn't be in this position, and this is his second hook, and this is where you can maybe consider the game to start to look a bit tunnely, though I am just taking the opportunities that are arising in my game. I'm not deliberately going out my way to target one person.
As far as I can. Oh my god!
I'm gonna unhook you both, and then we can just double heal.
Okay.
I was gonna say.
How did that reach?
I had time.
She's got like mega reach with that.
Wait, I could have. No, BT is
No,
not.
I have
BT.
full make it, so
Yeah. Okay.
pretty
But
good.
she's gonna come.
We both have.
So we actually get the chase that I wanted to happen, the one that I explained before. As you can see this young Jin Lee go to the right, and we managed to predict her perfectly as I thought. She double backed because she didn't actually have anywhere to go, and this meant that we were able to get a free hit, and then we downed her with the next blink. As you can see, we do hook her, and then we get a barbecue and chili proc, but we actually also get a lovely indicator that they have messed up a skill check, and here we get to see all three players just off in the distance. It's very faint, but this allows me to have the information to go over there to know that they're healing. Here we also see a massive mistake being made by the Jake again here, and this is one that he tries to make by playing the pallet against the nurse, which is a very bad decision. As you can also see though, the two teammates here actually make a really good decision. One goes to the left and one goes to the right. This tells me that this Jake was unable to adapt to how the play style is, and as you can see, this allows me to kill the Jake. You could say that I tunneled this Jake, but I think that this player really did not understand how the game was flowing, and it just caused him to make these mistakes, and then it got him killed. And that's the whole point of this build, is it's a very snowbally build, and it's a really lovely build to have as nurse. So I feel that you as a player need to just make more thoughtful plays. Maybe have gone with a teammate instead to finish off the healing, but instead this player decided to stay exactly where they were and decided to play the pallet instead.
Chases so fast, she's able to get to.
Oh my god, this sucks.
Yeah, it does.
Okay, she's going to the opposite direction, so you guys are fine.
Yeah, I got my exposure's almost gone. Dude, this person's yeah.
I
Dude.
got sweet.
He went,
Oh my god, you know how loud that is to me?
Okay. She's coming back here.
I didn't teach you.
Oh.
The only reason why I gave you 100
No, she ran out of
cents
bugs.
is because I had to suffer and watch these ads for the free bits.
Oh.
I just want to finish this game.
Oh my god, how does she always do that? Oh my god, she's like a sweat lord.
So we get to have a wonderful chase with the Cheryl. Unfortunately for her though, she does go down, and we actually get an infectious fright proc here. I'm also really unsure though why he starts healing when he's exposed, and also why he is doing a gen in the mid house. For myself, I would have definitely tried to get away, tried to get as much distance as I can, and maybe healed up in a safer place and started working a gen elsewhere to maybe force me away from where everyone was procced by the infectious fright. Also, I'm really unsure of why he is so close, because he is also on death hook, and that really for me just doesn't make much sense. And unfortunately unfortunately for him, we find him and we give chase to him, and I feel like this is a mistake that I capitalize on, and one that as a survivor you should definitely be wary of. I think in conclusion to all of this is that you have to be mindful of the build that the killer brings, adapt your plans when possible, and if you are able to give comms, let people know that they are running a certain build, a Starstruck build, an Infectious Fright build, maybe, you know, an Iron Maiden build. And for me, I just personally think that this game for the survivors was played kind of poorly in terms of the choices that each individual made. Maybe not really so much the Cheryl, but definitely some of the plays that we pointed out, and I feel like just be a little bit more aware of where you are in relation to your team. I think that players need to also just stop being so greedy. This should help the quality of game. I just play what's in front of me, and if you make a mistake, I feel like I am in my right to capitalize on it. So I just wanted to also close the video out and just say thank you guys so much for sitting through this video. It means so much. It really did take quite a bit of time putting this together, and I really tried to put as much effort into the videos as I can. So if you guys haven't already, make sure to leave a like and hit that sub button if you guys want to see more content. Again, I'm going to be trying to give you guys a more balanced point of view of how I see the games and also how the survivor may be perceiving them. So thank you guys so much, and I will see you guys in the next video.